لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك لك لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك لك لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك.
ها هي شمس عرفة تشرق، شمس اليوم الذي انتظرناه، يوم التاسع من الحجة، يوم الحجة الأعظم. فالحجة عرفة، وعرفة مقام، ونحن هنا في هذا المقام جالسون نتضرع لله سبحانه وتعالى، نتوسل إليه بالدعاء والاستغفار.
It is a day of Arafat. It is a day of Arafah. And the conclusion is that the day of Arafat is the best day of the year.
Arafah was, as I said, it was one of the really most special moments because, you know, as Prophet Muhammad said, Al-Hajj Arafat. You know, it was really, really, really special. And, you know, and the special thing I personally felt was that Allah didn't make me short of dua. The really amazing thing is Allah doesn't let you ask Him for something except that He wants to give you.
Alhamdulillah, say Alhamdulillah.
فكرت أن أسأل الله للأمور الدنيوية مثلا للمال أو بيت كبير أو سيارة، وتيقنت أن كل من عليها فان، يعني كل من عليها فان، ولذلك اختصرت بأن أسأل الله لنفسي، يعني أسأل الله لله، لأن من قد وجد الله وجد كل شيء.
I knew that, well, at least the way that people spoke, as though it was be a very long day ahead, like 3.5 to 4 hours of dua. But then, once we did Dhuhr and Asr, although I had 3.5 to 4 hours, the time really flew quickly, and I was very surprised. And I managed, alhamdulillah, to make use of all that time. And I had prepared my du'as, and I had prepared my subha, and I had prepared all the things that I would wish for, and also Quranic verses that I would read out. I never actually imagined that I would actually last for 3 to 3.5 hours reading it, but that's how long it actually took. So I'm very glad.
على الكبر إسماعيل وإسحاق إن ربي لسميع الدعاء.
In fact, I was filling it up right up until the very last moment. Things were coming into my head, thoughts that I had about people I knew from my past, from my present. Kind of just experiences that I had, anything that came to my mind, I added to the dua book, and it ended up being quite a large dua book. But it was a really good idea because it allowed me to kind of, make sure that I didn't forget anything, and that I wouldn't regret the day that I come back maybe later on and think, oh, I didn't ask for such and such on the day of Arafah.
هيك بورقه مسجل اسماء الناس اللي طلبوا مني ادعي لهم بالاسم، دعيت للاغلب ودعيت لنفسي، دعيت لاهلي، دعيت للامه الاسلاميه بشكل عام. نهايه يوم عرفه برضه لما الناس افيضوا من حيث افاض الناس، هذا شيء يعني ما بشوفه الا بعرفه. لقد مضى يوم عرفه كوميض لم نحس به ابدا. لحظات والله كانت عباره عن لحظات، برغم حراره الجو، برغم انقطاع الكهرباء المتواصل في خيمتنا، لكنه كان يوم رائع جدا.
يا ربي
تب علينا توبة نصوحا وردنا إلى دينك ردا جميلا يا أرحم الراحمين يا رب العالمين، يا أكرم الأكرمين، إلهي وسيدي وخالقي ورازقي ومعيني، أعني على طاعتك، أعني على طاعتك يا رب العالمين.
اللهم يا رب لا تجعل غروب هذا الشمس إلا وقد أصلحت بها أحوالنا يا رب.
Allah's invited me as a guest to Hajj. I've only come here because of him. He's given me that financial support to get here, that opportunity to come here. So today was very much fulfilling that. And this might be my last Hajj. I might not come back for Hajj again. I might die tomorrow, I might die in 20 years. But today is my opportunity to ultimately make whatever my future is. Like in the dunya, I might be here for another 30, 40 years. But today is an investment in my akhirah, because that's the life for eternity. So it was very much, it's not a pressure. You feel very humble that Allah's given you this gift. Like today, all your sins are wiped. So you have to make most of it. We could actually be sinless now. We could actually, if inshallah everything's accepted, we are newborn baby.
يعني قبل الروحة للحج، يعني قبل كم شهر من كنت أفكر ليلة مزدلفة، أنا كان ببالي إنه هذا راح تكون أصعب ليلة وأصعب شيء أصلاً بهذا فترة الحج. بس هسه أصلاً ولا شايلة هم، لأن أني أعتقد أني أعرف نفسي بس راح أنام.
I'm quite prepared to sleep under the stars. One of the lady who's organizing said it's infinite stars. It's not 5-star hotel, it's many, many stars.
لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك لك.
We are now in Muzdalifah. It was taking a little longer to come from Mina than we expected. But alhamdulillah, we're here. We arrived a little late. But my first impressions of Muzdalifah is, wow, it's not what I expected. There's a lot of people here, a lot more cramped than I thought it would be.
So that does make you think of the Day of Judgment, where you're going to be stripped of everything. You're not going to have anything with you. You don't know who had the high life and who was really poor. Everybody is going to approach Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the same way. And it's a reminder where you're going to end up. It really makes you think that, listen, don't get attached to anything in this life, because it's not going to take you anywhere.
بالحقيقة تفاجأت، توقعت أن احنا الحملة كلنا سوة بمجال واحد، بالتالي للأسف احنا كلنا يعني spread out، يعني كلنا منتشرين بأماكن أخرى. فلقينا هذا المكان، لكن يعني الوضع صعب، بالحقيقة الوضع صعب. بس بالتالي ما راح، يعني الآن احنا الساعة 2 بالصبح، فما راح ننام أصلاً أكيد، 2 إلى صلاة الفجر.
الساعة الآن 5:30 صباحاً، بعد صلينا الفجر في مزدلفة انطلقنا إلى منى لرمي الجمرات إن شاء الله. نحن الآن في بداية منى، ملبين مكبرين. اللهم تقبل منا يسر لنا أمورنا. تعب موجود، ما نمنا تقريباً، بس كلنا همة لرمي الجمرات.
أنا بعد هواية مشي، هواية بعد يعني هواية شيء بعد نفسي أسويه اليوم. فسبحان الله الشيء اللي أنا يعني متعجبة بيها، يعني في شيء حلو، أن البركة بالنوم القليل،
والقوة اللي الله سبحانه وتعالى القوة اللي الله سبحانه وتعالى يعطونا اياها كلنا، يعني مو بس أنا، كل واحد يقدر يحس بهالشيء.
Just the fact that when you're walking to the Jamarat, you're walking with thousands of other people, and it's just it's just an amazing experience. Everyone's kind of reciting the Labbaik Allah, Labbaik, and that just adds to the atmosphere, and kind of everyone's just walking to the Jamarat, and it feels like there's a huge crowd of chanting, and you just kind of get sucked into that atmosphere, and then time flies. It took us, I think, in about an hour to get from Mina to the Jamarat, but it felt like it went really, really quick. We left Mina this morning and went to the first Jamarat. It didn't take us long, about 40-45 minutes. Most of it was through tunnels, so it wasn't too bad. It was pretty quick, the Jamarat, actually. 7 stones went pretty quick. So we've just left the Jamarat and now we're heading to Mecca. We're hot, a little tired, but alhamdulillah, I'm looking forward to getting to Mecca and doing my tawaf and sa'i and shaving my head, and so we can celebrate and relax for Eid.
أنا بالحقيقة مو تعبان لأنه تساعد إنه إحنا عندنا ماشيين تحت تانلز وعلى طول نشرب مي ونرش مي بارد على راسنا، وبعد ما نوصل إلى مكة إن شاء الله خلال ساعة، يعني تكلمت مع والدتي وأختي ناويين نعمل الطواف وبعدين السعي، بعدين لازم أنا ألحق أزين شعري، راسي كله صفر، أول مرة بحياتي.
Alhamdulillah, by the time we got there, it wasn't as crowded as I have seen it before. It was quite, alhamdulillah, quite okay, quite smooth. With my height, I was afraid I might get stones at the back of my head, but alhamdulillah, none of those. But it was good, alhamdulillah, it was very calm. Finished in about 30-40 seconds, and now we're heading to Mecca, which is a significant journey from here, subhanallah.
Very hot, very sweaty, walking there. Finally got to Mina. We rested as much as we could. Then went to Jamarat. It was a good walk because everyone is reciting talbiyah, so you really get into the momentum when you're throwing your stones. There's a lot of force behind each throw. So now we're walking to Makkah.
وصلنا الآن إلى مكان السكن بعد أن رمينا رمي العقبة الكبرى. إرهاق كبير جدا. كان باقي لنا الحلق وباقي لنا الطواف، بس احنا قررنا لما وصلنا الاوتيل انه الطواف ناخره لانه كان الكل متعب، الكل منهك ومرهق، فتحللنا، حلقنا وتحللنا ونمنا يوم العيد الاول الساعه 10 صباحا. وانا احلق بصراحه يعني شعور مش عارف كيف بدي اوصفه، كان صعب جدا، حتى بعد ما حلقت لسه لما شفت حالي بالمرايه ما عرفتش حالي وكنتش حابب الموضوع، لكن تقبلتها.
I'm a little bit tired, but we've come to do our tawaf or ziyarah to kind of mark the end of the Hajj rituals for today. So tawaf and then Safa Marwa. We've just managed to get up to the second ring. I've got my mum with me, so me and my mum are just about to begin our tawaf, inshallah.
it was really testing, really testing. You know, it was about 2 hours, I think, in total, but it felt like 2 years because just the walking and, you know, in the intense sun, because we left after Dhuhr, so it was basically around 12:30, between 12:30 and 1, I think we left, and we walked all the way to Mecca, more than 10 kilometers, I think it was, but it was, subhanAllah, very testing. During the tawaf, only Allah knows where the strength came from, because my legs were almost dead, you know, but only Allah knows where the strength came from, because it almost had no feelings anymore in your legs, you know, but you were still going and saying, Labbaik Allahumma Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allah. And the dhikr, you know, subhanAllah, you know the power of how dhikr gives you energy.
So we just completed tawaf. I did my 2 rak'ah, just had my Zamzam water. It feels really good. But we're about to do Safa Marwa, Bajaza'eye. This is one of the final rituals of today, inshallah. Oh, sorry, and then after that we cut my hair. Second to last ritual. So we're gonna.
أول ما كملنا الجمرات لسه احنا كنا ننزل تحت عشان نستمر على الطريق إلى مكة. اتصل بي أخويا من لندن على التليفون وسألني إذا احنا كلنا بخير، لأنه هو كان سامع إنه صار هالحادث بمنى، إنه بوقت اللي هو اتصل بي على التليفون حكالي إنه 200 شخص متوفين. فأنا سمعت الخبر من هو، ما كنت أعرف أصلاً. وبعدين كنا نمشي إلى مكة وأكثر من الشباب والأشخاص اللي حول دار مدارنا قاموا يحكون عن هالخبر هذه، وعدد المتوفين الله يرحمهم قامت تزيد على طول. ولما وصلنا إلى مكة اكتشفت أنا بعدين حصلت الواي فاي، وأول ما فتحت الواي فاي وصل كثير مسجز من كثير عوائل وأصدقاء يسألون عنا وكانوا خايفين عنا.
السلام عليكم.
ايه وعليكم السلام ملاف، كل عام وانتم بخير.
صحة عيدك، تقبل الله ومنا ومنكم.
اجمعين ان شاء الله. How are you?
Yeah, I'm okay. What about you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm okay. Had a very long tiring day, but alhamdulillah good.
What about this stampede thing?
No, alhamdulillah, it was okay. I mean, we didn't know about it. When we were walking towards the Jamarat, we saw a road being blocked by police, but we didn't know what it was about, and we saw helicopters as well. And it was only after that we heard about what happened. Alhamdulillah, like, we really had no idea. Alhamdulillah, we were completely safe.
So yesterday actually felt like the real Hajj, like Allah was actually testing us yesterday. The rest of the few days were quite smooth sailing. It wasn't a challenge at all, but yesterday was the true Hajj. Got back to the hotel, rested, and then we went for our tawaf just after Asr. Quite quiet, quite subdued. I was quite surprised. I thought it would be even more busier, but we did our tawaf on the first ring. It took us 35 minutes. There was about 12 of us doing it together. Alhamdulillah, it went very well. And then after that, we did our sa'i. Sa'i, there was a big crowd. But again, it was quite subdued, and it was nice. It was very different than the first tawaf. You feel like you're more experienced, you know what you're doing. And then we went back to the hotel, rested, enjoyed some of the luxuries of a nice hotel before coming back to Mina. And then we were on the coach for about an hour, and then we walked here through the slaughterhouses. Again, that was a test with the heat and things, but then we made it back here and had a really good night's sleep, having not slept for the past 2 days.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. La ilaha illallah. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, walillahil hamd. 95% of us has been crying on the day of Arafah. Did you cry on the day of Arafah?
Alhamdulillah. So your Hajj more likely to be accepted.
I guess Mina was actually one of the both most enjoying and most challenging moments. Enjoyable in the sense that, you know, as you said, when everybody's there for the same purpose, there's a sense of unity of purpose, there's a sense of togetherness, and everybody has been we're told beforehand that, look, this is going to be quite challenging. You're going to be in ihram. You're not going to have your usual luxuries. You're not going to be able to wear perfume, at least for the first couple of days and things like that. So it was quite challenging, but because you were doing it with a lot of people, it wasn't just you alone. The togetherness brought quwwah, brought a lot of power and patience with it. The beds were quite challenging. I mean, my legs would come out of the beds, for example, and the person next to you, I had to slip on the side just to make sure that my head is not falling in the other person's place, and it was challenging. But all of those were totally forgotten because the purpose of Mina is a place of just remembering Allah and eating and sleeping. And a lot of times where you're able to wake up early, everybody's waking up at the same time, everybody prays at the same time. The sense of togetherness there, where hardly did anyone focus much on the dunya. We're all trying to, and we had regular talks reminding us of why we're there. So it was a really special moment.
Today was really a day of relaxing, just getting energies back up, doing a bit of dhikr. Then all the ladies decided to go shopping. One of the girls had brought like a maxi, which we all liked, and then I think half of the camp ended up buying it. So we've got our own uniform now. And then we left for Jamarat at 6 o'clock. We had to go late after the incident yesterday and the heightened security. We left later than planned. We had planned to go after Asr, but we went after Maghrib Salah. But this time going to Jamarat was much more scarier. There was much bigger crowds, people walking much more slower. And there was a really eerie feeling, and there was a bit of a fear going there, but alhamdulillah, we went through it. Everyone, and this time people, when they were reciting, obviously no one's reciting the talbi anymore, we were all reciting something else, but there was a real unity. I've never experienced that before. Everyone's going there for one purpose, and it was nice.
Actually, one thing that I remember during the Jamarat, during the walk, was in the tunnels. It was so many people. It was a lot of people, more than what we had done before. And it felt actually a lot of people were in their groups, a lot of chanting, a lot of takbir, a lot of dhikr. And in the tunnels, there's a sense of echoing because it's a tunnel. And it actually felt like, it felt like as if it was like a football game. So everyone had their own flags representing their own groups, and it felt like as if it was almost kind of rival groups all heading to the one place, to the Jamarat. So there was a really incredible atmosphere. But we decided, me and my mother decided to stay, to leave early, so only do the 2 nights there in Mina. So the smaller group was going to stay there for a third night. We decided to stay for the 2 nights mainly because for my mother, I think staying in the tents was a bit tough on her, and the heat and stuff like that. So I think it would have been easier for her to get back to the hotel as soon as possible. So we decided to leave with the larger group, and the majority of us left for Makkah.
La ilaha illallah, Allahu Allah, wa quluban laysa fiha Allahu Allah, hubbu taha la kharabu Allahu Allah, فليكن في كل قلب الله الله، منها وطه نساب الله الله. فليكن في كل قلب الله الله، منها وطه نساب الله الله. لا إله إلا الله الله الله، لا إله إلا الله الله الله. أشهد أن
كان القرار انه ننزل نطوف، لانه احنا الى اللحظه ما طفنا طواف الافاضه، نزلنا الساعه تقريبا 3 طلعنا، وصلنا الحرم الساعه 4. الشيء اللي استغربته انه الحرم فاضي كان وقتها. فاضي مش بمعنى انه ما في حدا، لكن فاضي بالنسبه للايام السابقه. يعني اجواء كانت جدا رائعه. حتى طوافنا كان طواف الافاضه سلس وسهل، اسهل من طواف العمره الاولى لانها طفنا في الصحن، كنا قريبين من الكعبه. روحانيات كانت اعلى، يعني انت قاعد بتطوف. انا برضه اول مره بطوف طواف الافاضه. الجو كان رائع جدا قبل الفجر، واذن الفجر واحنا بنطوف كان اذان اروع، صوت المؤذن يعني ما شاء الله. فكانت الامور كلها جميله، رائعه وسلسه. خلصنا اذان الاول، خلصنا ورحنا على المسعى كمان وسعينا، والسعي كان لسه اجمل من الطواف. وخلال السعي اذن الاذان الثاني وقام الصلاه وصلينا، والشيخ الامام كان اروع واروع. يعني كانت يعني هذا اليوم كان رائع جدا يعني. متجهين الان لرمي الجمرات اليوم الثاني عشر من ذو الحجة، أو اليوم الثاني من أيام التشريق. هي آخر رمي إن شاء الله، حتكون آخر زيارة لهذا المكان في رحلتنا هذه، إن شاء الله ما تكون الرحلة الأخيرة. الأعداد كبيرة جدا من حولنا.
So in a few hours, I'm going to be doing my final Tawaf al-Wada. Feeling very sad. I'm going to be leaving the Kaaba. I don't know if I'm going to be invited back again. This could be my last chance. Definitely a lot of memories to take back with me, and inshallah, every time I pray Salah, I will be imagining what I see now, rather than just looking at my prayer mat and seeing a picture of the Kaaba. I've actually experienced it, so I can feel it now, what it's like. So just feeling very sad to be going, actually. But alhamdulillah, Allah's given me this opportunity. He's kept me safe.
Seeing the Kaaba and then seeing the sea of people doing the tawaf, and when you see that for the first time at first hand, you really then appreciate it. You learn about Muslims in China or Muslims in this part of the world and that part of the world, but when you actually see it there in front of your eyes, people from all parts of the world doing this one ibadah together in this one place, it is the most incredible thing.
أنا الآن متجه إلى الحرم، أعتذر إن شاء الله طواف الوداع. كنا إحنا ملتهيين في أمور المناسك والعبادات ومش مركزين على جانب إنه إحنا نروح لنا جامعات، عندنا أهلنا، عندنا كذا. فعلى مستوى إنه التجهيزات الأخيرة برضه صار في ربكة، وصار إنه مش ضايل غير 24 ساعة ولسه الواحد مش مجهز أموره. ممكن الواحد يجيب هدايا لأهله والأصدقاء وكذا، لسه مش مجهز. يعني إن شاء الله ربنا يكتب لنا إياها مرة ثانية، بس ما أتوقع إنه في فترة ثانية ممكن تمر على الإنسان مثل هذه الفترة، مثل سواء من الصحبة اللي كانوا معك، سواء من المناسك اللي أنت أديتها، من الأماكن اللي رحت زرتها، من الدعاء لربنا، من العبادات. فيعني صارت في شوية كركبة، مشاعريا وموضوع التجهيزات للرحيل.
احنا اليوم رجعنا من منى آخر يوم جمرات الحمد لله شكر. يعني تعبانين بس الحمد لله خلصنا. فهسه بنلم غراضنا نروح المدينة باشر بالصبح. فلأن جنطتي بعدها مفقودة فالحمد لله يعني ما عندي هواي أشياء اللي لازم أخذها، بس هدومي اللي كنت لابسته يوم السفر والسبير. وهمنا الحمد لله يعني كان اكو بنات خطية هم انطوني هدوم استعيرها لهالايام.
There is some emotion in that I do miss being at the haram, and it is something I'm gonna miss, and I would like to think that I will come back one day, and I prayed that I will come back one day for another Hajj if I can. But now I really am physically exhausted, and I'm looking forward to this relaxation period in Medina.
رغم أن عندنا حزن قليل بفراق مكة التي فيها بيت الله تعالى، ما أفرحنا بالقدوم إلى مدينة. يعني سبحان الله، مدينة لزيارة حبيب الله صلى الله عليه وسلم، لزيارة مكان بني فيه الإسلام، مكان نشر فيه الإسلام. وسبحان الله نحن في أشد الفرح بهذه الزيارة.
To the Masjid al-Nabawi right outside our hotel. I prayed, I think it was Salat al-Dhuhr that I prayed there. And then I managed to visit the grave of the Prophet ﷺ. And it was a very long queue, but the queue finished within roughly 8 minutes or so. And I sent my salams to the Prophet, peace be upon him. And so I was quite happy that I managed to get that out of the way. And then the rest of the day was spent relaxing, really. And of course, I did also spend as much time as I could in the Masjid al-Nabawi praying Isha and Maghrib.
So I went to the masjid without the intention to go to the Rawda, because I knew then they closed the Rawda for women at 10 o'clock. So I went at 10 to 11, and I just walked, like something was pulling me there. And then I saw a door closing, and I said, oh, maybe something is interesting there. So I just took the second door who was about to close, so I entered the Rawda without knowing it. And I walked, and all the women were there visiting the Prophet, sending the salah. And it was just like, it was magic, and alhamdulillah.
عندنا صلاة ساعة العصر، وش كان حلو حاطين هذين الشمسيات حتى يغطي الناس من الشمس. يعني يا ريت يسوون هيك شيء بمكة هنا. نفس الوقت عندهم هذين الفانز اللي يطلع بيها مي، حاطين هواي من عندهم، ما شاء الله كلش خوش فكرة.
I actually got to the masjid. It's an amazing, a beautiful masjid. I mean, I remember just thinking how amazingly beautiful it is. As I walked up to, and I realized actually the grave was right in front of me. You know, I didn't even realize how quickly I got there. So the first thing I did was, give my salams to the Prophet ﷺ. And at that moment, you kind of realize that this is it. You know, you've come to visit the Prophet of Islam. This is the Prophet ﷺ who kind of gave us Islam and gave us, through him the Quran and all of these teachings. it got quite emotional, and I gave my salams, and then I came back round and I prayed the 2 salats that I missed.
The following day, the tour organizers arranged a very early morning trip to visit some historical significant sites that were visited by the Prophet ﷺ. So we started with the Mount of Uhud, where the Prophet ﷺ was fighting against the Quraysh. And we were explained there how the strategies of both sides and how they fought around those mountains. And that was interesting to see. And then we drove past some other significant sites, ending off with at the mosque Qubba, where we prayed 2 ruk'ahs, which apparently is equal to doing your umrah. So that was very nice. And so that tour lasted 4 or 5 hours or so, and we managed to arrive back at the hotel in time for Dhuhr prayers. So that was a good, productive morning.
This is it, finally going home, back into routine, this bond we created with everyone here over 2 weeks coming to an end, so it's quite sad. But now it's the real test, putting Hajj into practice, going back to London. It's going to be the same routine but with a new perspective, inshallah.
طلعنا من مكة امبارح الساعة 7 مساء، أخذ معنا يوم و6 ساعات تقريبا السفر. واحد طبعا لقاء أهله، يعني هذا الشعور لا يوصف لا بكلمة ولا بصورة ولا، يعني الحمد لله رب العالمين. بعد غياب تقريبا أسبوعين الواحد رجع لأهله سالم معافى ومشافى من هذه الرحلة الجميلة. الكل مبتهل وكل مبسوط، الكل برضه بستنى بإسماعيل الحاج الصغير. فكانت يعني لحظات رائعة صراحة. هلا بالشباب، تفضلوا شرفتونا. هلا وسهلا. هلا بالشباب حبايبي، اهلا وسهلا. كيف اموركم؟ كيف الصحة؟ كيفك يا زين؟ شكرا، الله يسعدك الله يسعدك. علاقة إسماعيل بربه تغيرت تماما. علاقة إسماعيل بغيره من الأشخاص أصدقائه وكذا، ممكن إسماعيل برضو إسماعيل دائما الخير صار، يعني إسماعيل اللي بدعي للخير دائما بين أصحابه وبين أصدقائه. طبعا صار اسمه الحج إسماعيل، هاي بكفي لحالها، صار اسمك الحج إسماعيل. بكفي الواحد إنه يعني إن شاء الله ربنا تقبل. لما تنام أنت نايم على وسادتك وتتخيل إنه ربنا غفر لك ذنوبك وترجع مثل ما ولدك أمك بعد هذه السنين الواحد من حياته، هذا شيء لحاله لا يقدر بثمن.
But it's an experience you really don't forget for a long time, if at all. And at the same time, it's very important for me to make sure that I continue this legacy and that I don't forget about it, and that I actually do the things that I promised myself to do and that I really wanted to do while I was doing the Hajj, the stuff I insisted on doing when I get back home, and that is to read the Quran more, to do my research into the things that I feel I don't know enough about.
Alhamdulillah, like I've always pretty much prayed my prayers on time. I've always been quite conscious of my hijab, not getting too carried away with like fashion or makeup, etc., etc. But since coming back from Hajj, this is instilled into me even more, and also to understand not to let anything in this dunya grab a hold of you, because it's all gonna go, and nothing is permanent in this life at all. So with that in mind, alhamdulillah, the motivation to really improve and to stop certain things as well is there.
When you're on Hajj is so action-based. You're not just sitting around doing anything, and there's this Arabic saying where in action there is blessing, and you really understand that when you're doing the sa'i, that running between the mountains, when Hajar radiallahu anha, she was running to get water, she didn't just sit expecting something to happen, she put in that effort. So coming back from Hajj, it's been a wake-up call that you do need to, you can't just think you're back from Hajj and you're sinless, everything's going to be great. You've got a spiritual high and you want to maintain that, but you can't just expect that it's going to happen automatically. You need to put in effort. So for me, it's everything. My native language isn't Arabic, so I've signed up to a course because Hajj was a wake-up call that I'm missing out on so much by not understanding Arabic. So I've signed up to do a class there, just using my time more productively. Since I've come back, it's 6 weeks now, I haven't watched any TV because I don't want to waste my time there. And it's not just your religious life that you're doing, it's your personal, your professional life. What am I doing in my career? So I've signed up to these leadership classes which happen monthly, reading more books, attaining more knowledge, getting more fitter, signing up to fitness camps and being committed.
So after my Hajj journey, I found that I'm more trying to have a lot of reflection, trying to have quiet time on my own, after prayer, before prayer. I feel more connected to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and it really changed my life.
The ability to be able to close your eyes and see the Kaaba, and the ability to be able to close your eyes and see that you're in front of the grave of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the ability to be able to close your eyes and still be in this place because you've taken pictures from your heart and you were present heart-wise there, so you can always close your eyes and see yourself in these amazing places. And you know what you take from places like that stays with you forever.
Since I performed Hajj, I think the fact that you've done Hajj is always in the back of your mind. And you're always conscious of the fact that you've done Hajj. And two things you become conscious of. One is your connection with your Lord, with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You've come back with a greater connection with Him. And secondly, you are conscious of the fact that if you're, inshallah, my Hajj has been accepted, and now I've come back with a clean slate in terms of my kind of my sins.
The best advice I can give anyone going for Hajj is to mentally prepare yourself, and you do this by purifying your intention. You're going there for Allah, you're not there to make friends, and you're there to save yourself from the hellfire. Ultimately, that's why you're there. So even if you have that intention, if things go wrong or not to plan, you can actually always fall back on that and start practicing your patience now. Because Hajj is a test, it is tough, but at the same time it's an honor. You're Allah's guest. You've been invited to His banquet. On
a practical level, the kind of advice I will give to anyone going for Hajj is to be patient. On a practical level, the first thing is to be really, really patient.